it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for the time around June 7th, heading into the first weekend in June. I guess it's the first full weekend in June. And it's going to be for all of the signs. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or notsomysticaltarot.com if you'd like a personal or private reading. Everyone who has ordered readings, they should all be in your inbox. I'm all caught up. So if you would like a personal or private reading, please just get a hold of me on my website, notsomysticaltarot.com, and I will hook you up. Now, let's get started with Aries. What do we have for Aries coming into the weekend? The King of Cups. Okay. This picnic table, I'm in the park, right? In Montana still. The seat is so low, like, so you may lose me back here, but that's okay, because you don't want to see me, you want to see your cards. So you have the King of Cups. Something is either coming into fulfillment, or you have put your whole self into something. I feel like it's more of that. Let's see what we have going on here. And the Star. Okay, this to me looks like you have some kind of really big hope or dream. You know, you have something going on, and the Star is about dreaming really big. It's not like a, oh, maybe this or maybe that. It's like it's your big huge dream. You know, the dream that you would dream if you could have anything in the world that you wanted. That's the dream you would have. But it looks like you may be seriously entertaining putting your whole self into that dream, and I think that is absolutely awesome, because you know what? You only get to do this life once, right? You've got the Five of Swords. Yeah, okay, so you have this big dream. You are ready to, like, put your whole self into it and just do what you got to do and make things happen. And the Five of Swords is about negative communication. So it's very, very possible that you have someone in your life who's like, have you lost your mind? And the thing is, just because somebody doesn't think that what you're doing is smart doesn't mean that it's not smart for you. So you really can't take them that seriously. And the funny thing is, the card that comes up with this is the Page of Swords, and pages always bring a message, right? And here's the message. This isn't really that important. What's important is you feeling fulfilled and whole, and you doing this big dream. That's what's important here. What other people have to say, I mean, if you look at her, she walks away like, yeah, whatever. Like, she doesn't care. So whatever people are saying about your big dream isn't really relevant, because they don't have to live your life, okay? So you, whatever this dream is, you do what you have to do to get started on it, because in your mind, you know this is something that you really want. So dream big, Aries. I like that. That's pretty exciting. All right, next we have Taurus. What do we have going on for Taurus? Queen of Cups. Lots of cups going on here so far. What is it that you have nurtured, loved? The Queen of Cups is a nurturer. She is a lover. She gives everything she has, the world. It looks like, the thing with this Queen of Cups, and I show people in this particular deck, if you look at her, does she look real happy to you? She, to me, in this deck, is always like given to the point where she's now almost like a martyr. Like, she's almost martyred herself out. Like, she's given until she's empty. And that's the thing. It looks like you have some really big opportunities here, and you have a lot of things available to you. And I think what we're hearing here is that if you don't stop and nurture yourself, you aren't going to be able to take advantage of this opportunity, whatever these opportunities are. And the World card is pretty much that everything's at your fingertips. The thing is, if you spend all of your time giving to other people and not nurturing yourself, there's nothing left. And when there's nothing left, you aren't able to seize any opportunity at all. So Taurus, it seems to me, people always come to you for help. They come to you to get what they need, and you're oftentimes compelled to help them. But at this point, for you to seize this opportunity here, you're going to have to nurture yourself. And you have coming up here the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is all about, look at, you got these negative people down here, and they're poking up at you. I need this, I need that, help me here. Oh, I don't like what you're doing. Well, what you're doing isn't important. I need this. These are the people that are like, I need. And if you notice, she has her wand, and she's just like, yep, nope. Nah, nope. She's not going down there with those people to tell them why not, or to give them an explanation. She's just like, no. And then that's it, because that is what you're going to have to do to save yourself. That's what it seems like to me, is that you're going to miss out on this opportunity that's right in front of you if you don't stop and nurture yourself a little bit, because you won't have anything left to give. You won't have anything left to do anything, to take any of these necessary steps that you need. Let's just get one more card. Oh, here we go. Wow, the Star. Okay. So this is it's a big dream, and I think Aries got something very similar. You have the world in front of you, and then you have the Star, which is like, the Star isn't just like little wishes and like little, oh, you know, maybe this will happen, oh, maybe that. The Star is like a big, huge dream. These are if you could have anything in the world that you could want, the Star is what you would think of. That's your big, big dream. Well, if your big, big dream is right in front of you and you're too exhausted to see it, guess what? You're not going to be able to seize that dream. So self-care, take some time back away, and nurture yourself so that you can seize that big opportunity that's right in front of you. All right, we're going to move on to our Geminis. What? Ooh, Gemini, flipping out of the deck here. Queen of Swords, Gemini. You are the Swords. You're an air sign. So you have the Queen of Swords. She is fierce. She takes no prisoners. She calls a spade every single time. And the Page of Swords. So you have some kind of major decision coming, because you have the Page who's, you know, saying, hey, hello, pay attention to me, there's a message for you. And you have the Queen who's like, yeah, and what's your message? Like, you know, get to the point. So you have some kind of, I would think, some kind of major decision that's coming to you, or some kind of, I feel like somebody is telling you some kind of a story, and you have to decide if it's a bunch of nonsense or not. Like, I almost feel like somebody's trying to put one over on you, and you have this Queen of Swords, and you're like, please, you know, don't waste my time. That's kind of what it feels like to me. They're barking up the wrong tree, I'll tell you that, Gemini. They have picked the wrong queen to mess with. Ooh, card flying out. Right back. Temperance. Okay, yeah, I definitely feel like there is someone in your realm or in your zone who's trying to, like, they're trying to give you a little bit of something, and you're not buying it. The thing is, the Queen of Swords is really, really harsh. Maybe this person, it's the only way that they know how to communicate with you. Maybe that's all they can do. So when you don't cut them off at the knees, but be firm. But the Temperance here says just be kind. You know, they may not know any other way to communicate with you. So when this happens, just try not to be super severe. You still stand your ground, but try not to be overly severe with them. When you reprimand is the only word that comes to mind. Yeah, and you have the Ace of Swords here too. So you just have lots of swords and temperance. Then the Ace is all about an opportunity. Like I said, I think someone's trying to give you some kind of an opportunity. They're trying really hard to sell you on an idea, and you kind of want to go, you know, give me a break. You're ridiculous. But you can entertain it, but just if you decide it's not what you want, just try to be kind, Gemini. You may just be at a level, I feel like you're at a level of frustration with this person or this idea, this topic, but just try to be kind and just be like, yeah, I'm not interested, and, you know, back away gently. All right. How about our Cancers? Cancer, we have the Five of Swords. Often weird communication. Where did that card go? Oh, there it is. Weird communication, misunderstood communication, and the Hierophant. This is a lot. So you get some kind of confusing communication happening here. This could have been like an email, a text, a voicemail, some kind of message that you got that, just be careful, you could have taken it the wrong way, or in communicating with someone else, you could have given a message that was not understood properly. So you have the Hierophant here, and the Hierophant is all about the rules, doing things according to the rules, doing things properly, finding a way to communicate in the right way, according to the right kind of manners, you know, whatever. You might have very flippantly just said something and it was taken wrong. You know, it could have been that, or someone said something to you and it was taken wrong. But go back and think of the rules, and how do you know, how you, it sounds stupid, but like how you talk to people or how they talk to you, it might have just been, I just feel like there's some kind of misconstrued communication that happened here. And whether it's you communicating or someone communicating to you, just go back to the rules of etiquette, and even go back to that person and just say, you know, did you mean to say it this way? Because they probably didn't. Or think about how you've communicated with people, and if they're acting weird to you, you can say, did I say something that offended you? Because you might have said something and didn't even know what it was. That's kind of what I think happened here, because you have this Three of Cups, and that's like a celebration, happiness. I feel like it's somebody like in your close circle of friends, someone that you usually would never offend. You just might have caught them wrong, or they might have caught you wrong. But either way, just go to them, because I think they will be very understanding and very forgiving. And the other card you got here is the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is a big, huge burden. So the thing is, if you don't address this, it will become this big, huge, giant elephant in the room that you're like carrying around and trying to ignore. So you're better off to just address this, whatever this issue is, and just move on from it. Then you can put that burden down. You can move on, and you can just go back to life as it was before. Whatever this communication was, you can just move on. All right, we're gonna move on too. We're gonna move on to our Leos. What do we have for Leo? It's right there. King of Cups, Leo. All right, either giving all of yourself or being fully emotionally invested, fulfilled in what? What are we talking about? In a big argument? So this Seven of Wands is actually a card that I like, because it's just, I love the way the picture is. You have all these wands down here, these people that are like very far beneath you, and they're like poking up at you. And somebody else got this too. That's almost the exact same thing. And you notice he's got this wand, and he's just like, yeah, no. It seems to me there's something that you have fully invested yourself in, whether a relationship, whether maybe a dream, a business, whatever. You are like really excited about something, and you're fully invested in it. And then you have people around you who are like, oh, that's stupid. Why would you do that? The thing is, they're just not on the same vibration as you. They're not in the same place as you. So, you know what? Let them stay down here and do their thing. You don't go down there with them, okay? You just, no thank you, and whatever. Because whenever you are doing something really forward and really different, there will always be people who don't understand. And when people don't understand something, the first thing they do is say negative things. And they act in a negative way, or they don't think about how you will feel. So you know what? You stay up on your like super high vibration here, and let everybody who's down there just do their thing down there. Let's get a little more clarification on what we have going on here. Here we go. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so you thought this out, because the Queen of Pentacles is all, she budgets her money. She doesn't, she pays her bills on time. Her house is not a mess. Her office is neat. Her kids are well taken care of. She has got herself together. So whoever, these people that are down here, they don't even have themselves together. But you not only are like following your dream, but you've thought it out, and you know what you're doing. So anybody with their negative stuff it's really just not for you. It's like, you notice how he's not engaging them. He's just like, no, but he's not going down there to argue with them. He's just like, no thanks. And you have here the World. So, you know what, the world is, this is it, the thing. You can either go down here with these negative people and fight with them about something that is not important, or you can stay on your high vibration up here and know that you've got yourself together and seize this opportunity that's right in front of you. I mean, that's your choice. So if you have to pick, obviously, where are you going to go? You're going to go and you're going to seize the opportunity in front of you. You're not going to go down here and fight with these people. So you do you let everybody else do what they're doing, and that's that. All right, Virgo. What do we have for our Virgos for the weekend? Nine of Wands. Stopping, observing, deciding if you're going to take the next step, whatever the next step is. Okay, Nine of Wands and Nine of Swords. You are ruminating over something. There is something, either something that needs to be said, or something that you're really worried about. But either way, it's going to have to be addressed. You're going to have to address whatever this is sooner rather than later, because you can only hang back here in the safety zone for so long, and you can only worry about it all night for so long. Be up all night, be a nervous wreck, have whatever this is in the back of your mind. If there is all I can hear is something needs to be said. So whatever it is that needs to be said, you need to say it. Like, get it off your chest is all I keep hearing. You know, it needs to be said. You need to get it off your chest. There must be someone in your life that you need to say something to, or there's an issue that it needs to be addressed, whether it's work related or home related or whatever. Here you have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is about taking that step back, evaluating, and maybe deciding how you want to address that, but take a little time away, kind of process that whole thing, and then move forward and decide, okay, this is how I'm going to address this, and then you're just going to have to do it. But the beautiful thing is the other card you got is the Four of Wands, and that's about building the foundation, happy home, happy family, happy union. So you know what? Sometimes you have to have the uncomfortable conversation, and I feel like that is what's going on here, is that you need to have an uncomfortable conversation with someone. And once you do that, peace and balance are restored. So have the uncomfortable conversation, say what you need to say, and then be done with it. Move on. Move on. Just like we will move on to Libra. We have our Libras next. Libra, heading into the weekend, starting about June 7th. King of Wands, Libra. Very charismatic, extremely attractive, successful. I don't know if this is you or someone you're going to run into. Looks like it's someone you're probably going to run into. If you are single, it could be that you may run into someone who is extremely charismatic, possesses those kind of, you know, the kind of person that walks into a room and everybody's like, who's that? This could be you running into this person, especially with this Two of Cups. Not necessarily romantic. It could even be a business opportunity, but I think it's probably more of a romantic, me. I think it's more of a romantic, personal relationship. If you are partnered, it could be kind of a reignition of the partnership that you have with your significant other already. So this is a weekend for, it seems like a little bit of passion, a little bit of fun. Like, maybe just go and have some fun. That seems like a good idea, right? You have the Chariot, and the Chariot is fast moving, emotional. You can't, Jean, there's a movie that Jean loves, and I think it's No Country for Old Men, and they say you can't stop what's coming. That's kind of what's going on here. You can't stop what's coming. This king is going to show up in some way, shape, or form, whether it's you acting in that capacity and people find you irresistible, or whether you are finding someone near you who's that way and you feel like they're irresistible. Whatever the case might be, you can't stop what's coming. And that's that Chariot there. That'll be my little, my mention of Jean. I always have to mention him in all of these. And you have the Five of Swords. So there may be some people who don't approve. Like I said, you may meet someone who you are just like totally taken with, and your friends are like, what are you doing? You know, or, you may, if you are already partnered to someone, you may feel like you want to do some things that you normally wouldn't do. Whatever the case might be, don't be afraid of this negative communication, because you know what? It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It only matters what you guys think. It matters what you think about yourself and what, your person or the people that you want, that you care what they think. That's the only people that matter. Nobody else matters, so don't worry about it. All right, heading on to Scorpio. What do we have going on for the weekend for Scorpio? Two of Pentacles. That's pretty blasé for the Scorpios. They're usually a little rowdier. Two of Pentacles is just kind of about reorienting yourself, kind of getting yourself back on track, taking one of the days maybe alone and just kind of getting yourself back in order. You get this Nine of Swords. So you could have been through something that caused you a little bit of grief, a little bit of upset, a little bit of turmoil. The thing is, I think that's in the past. So like now, you're like, okay, I've been through that, I've handled that, and now I'm going to kind of right things around. So you may need like a day to yourself to just kind of handle that. But I do think that worry and stress and upset kind of part of it is going to be done for you. So whatever you've gone through like that, that's done. But it is going to be time to, it's going to be time for you to move on, but slowly. Ooh, trying to get a card to come out here, and I get like wads of them. It's not what I want. Oops. All right, we've got two. We've got the Emperor coming out here. So this could have been a business thing that happened. It could have been a relationship thing that happened. Whatever it was, it had a pretty serious impact and a very far-reaching impact. So you taking a day, over the weekend or two, even to just get yourself back in order, to reorient yourself to what is important to you, to redefine maybe what's important to you and kind of align yourself for the future is okay, because this was kind of a big thing. I'm in the park, by the way, if you hear like kids screaming in Montana. So sorry about the screaming, but I was out of this pavilion, but it was so bright you couldn't see the cards. So anyways, you also have the Queen of Cups. So this has taken a toll on you emotionally as well as organizationally. Like, it was going to be very, very good for your emotions to handle whatever this is, to handle your business, basically. You could have been involved in some relationships that maybe you let some things go at home that you shouldn't have. Whatever the case is, just take this weekend to kind of reorient yourself, get yourself together, align your goals, and, sort of make a kind of a little bit of a platform to start. I don't want to say start over, but just to start again in maybe a little bit different of a direction than you were going in. How about that? All right, moving on to our Sagittarians. What do we have for Sagittarius? The Knight of Pentacles, moving, I would say, very, very slowly. The Knight of Pentacles just moves so slowly. What is it that you're waiting for? Feels like you've been waiting for something. Something's just moving so slow, and you're maybe feeling a little bit impatient. Everybody's getting this Nine of Swords. Not everybody, but I keep seeing it. And that is just, there could be something that you just had you've just been worrying. You've had something on your mind for a while now. And I guess, it feels to me like you're just tired of worrying about it. Like, even though it's extremely painful, in a way you just like it to be over. And it seems to be just dragging on. There's an inevitable end to whatever this is, yet it's just dragging on into infinitum, and I feel like it's making you crazy. Like, you're just like, can we please get this over with? Whatever this is, can we please just be done with it? Because the worry about it is actually worse than the actual thing happening. The worry is more stressful. What do we get here? Okay, we've got the Four of Cups. Yeah, Four of Cups is about, like, I've had it. Like, I don't even care anymore. Here's this cup, and you're like, yeah, whatever. Like, you're almost too tired of worrying about whatever this is to care. And then here you have the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is all about hanging back, because the next step is the 10, which is a big burden. So it's kind of like you're in that, like, I feel like you're in some kind of a limbo, and you're just going around and around, which is why this Four of Cups is like, you're like, yeah, I don't even care. You're worrying and it's not coming, and you're worrying and it's not coming, and you're hanging back because you're worried, and you're bored because the same thing is happening. It's just, this weekend, I don't know, watch your moon and rising signs to give you a little bit more of a clarification as to how you can get past this, because this is just defining what you have going on, but you might get a little bit more clarification from your moon and rising signs about how to move forward out of this, because it just seems like you're just at this point where you're like, ugh, enough already. Like, you're just going around in circles, and like I said, you feel like you're just in limbo. All right, moving on to our Capricorns. What do we have for Capricorn? Capricorn heading into the weekend. Six of Pentacles. You guys get this a lot, huh? It's a very Capricorn thing. You are the earth signs, you are the Pentacles, and this is all about, like, paying it forward, helping out people who are not as far along as you, because not a lot of people are as successful as you are, Capricorn. When you're successful, when you're on, you're on. And the thing is, though, you don't mind helping people, and that's really, really cool. And you got this Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you're kind of feeling like you sort of got yourself together right now. Like, you're like, all right, because the Queen of Pentacles, like, I always say this about her, like, she's like that perfect Pinterest mom. Like, she pays her bills on time, her house is clean, she meets her budgetary goals, she doesn't overspend, you know, she's just got it. Her kids are always neat. Like, she has just got everything in order the way that it should be. So, and I feel like you're kind of feeling that way. Like, you're in sort of a state of like, I've got myself together. Maybe I can find a way to kind of pay it forward, kind of help some other people out. And it doesn't mean you have to like give them money, but maybe your friend needs a hand with their kids for the weekend, or you know, maybe your buddy needs help like building a deck, and you can go over and give them a hand. Maybe it's just something like that. But somebody this weekend just kind of needs your guidance, and it doesn't have to be, like I said, financial. It can just be a helping hand. But there's definitely a weekend for you to kind of go out and pay it forward. You know, wrong deck. Let's get this one. So it's a little bit of a week for you to kind of pay it forward and just give somebody a hand, because you have like a lot of skill. I'll be right back. Your card went flying. All right. Yeah, you have a lot of skill. 8 of Pentacles. Your success, the 8 is all about your work showing. So you are successful, and other people see that, and they want that, but they don't know how to get it. So in this weekend, maybe you can guide some of your friends or family or whoever is in need of your assistance. Not do it for them, but you can teach them how to do the work themselves. I think that's the gist of this weekend for you, Capricorn, is to kind of share your knowledge and help someone help themselves, and that'll make you feel great too. That'll make you feel great. Let's just get one more card for our Capricorns. Woo. Wow, look at that, 6 of Pentacles again. Yeah, that's definitely what it is for this weekend for you, Capricorn. It's time to share your skills and knowledge and teach someone how to do things the way you do them. There's somebody that's in your close proximity that just could really use a hand, and they'll benefit so much from your knowledge. You don't have to give them money or do it for them. You have to show them how. That's really the thing, and that's how you're going to pay it forward this weekend. So please let me know how you do that, because I would really be interested. You can message me privately if you don't want to share. I don't mind that at all. All right, and we are going to go to our Aquarians. What do we have for Aquarius? Team Aquarius for this weekend. The High Priestess, your intuition is clicking right along, humming right along. What are we intuiting, though? What is going on? Oh, intuiting disappointment, unhappiness. It's an Aquarian thing. Why don't you get all up in your head and get super unhappy about something? I'm an Aquarius, I can say that. I'm just kidding. You know what? This says to me that there could be somebody near. This isn't you. You're not sad and dismayed and disappointed, but someone that is near you is. And your intuition is going to tell you who that is. And I think you're going to, God forbid, you're going to want to help them. But that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, I think someone in your vicinity is going to need your emotional support and help. And I know that for Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius, I can say this, it can be tough, you know, because you're like, oh, that's so touchy-feely. It's so people-y. But you know what? Once you're doing it, you're always glad that you did. And so I think that's what's going on. There's somebody that could really just use a little bit of you. And look at this. Look what you have. This is the card of the Aquarians, the star, the big dreams, you can be it all, do it all, have it all. There's going to be somebody around you who is just feeling like, I can't. And you're going to know exactly who this is, and you're going to know exactly how to help them, because you are the star. You are the big dreams. You have everything within you to be able to really help this other person. So take a deep breath and just go and do it. And look what the other card you got. You got the 6 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands is a victory. So you know what? I think you using your intuition to see how you can really lift somebody else up, really give somebody else a little bit of a hand, make someone else feel better, help them, not do it for them, just like Capricorn. If you watch Capricorn, it was the same thing. Not do it for them, but like for this person, help them turn around and see that there's these 2 cups right here that are full. Yeah, these cups are empty and spilled out, and it really sucks, but these 2 are full. So help them turn around and see that for themselves, okay? And that's the thing, is this victory, in a lot of the cards, there's 2 horses and 2 people. So it isn't visited upon them solely because one person was victorious, okay? It takes 2 people. So you may just be the person to just really help someone turn it around this weekend. And that is your plight this weekend, Aquarius. All right. We will go on to our Pisces. Pisces family. What do we have going on for Pisces? Oh, all right. 3 of Wands. Looking toward the future, planning. This is a nice thing. And the King of Swords. Okay, so you are looking toward the future. You are making plans for your future. You are really thinking about how you want to move on, how you want to be seen in the world. And the King of Swords is the decision maker. This is coming with us. This is not coming with us. And that's the thing, Pisces, this King of Swords will be very helpful for you, because when you're making those long-term plans, you have no choice but to be a very stern judge and decision maker about what can and what cannot be included. So long-range plans affect a long part of your life, right? A huge portion of your life. So, Knight of Swords, yeah. The good thing is, yes, you're going to need to make these very harsh judgments as to what you're going to include in your future. I mean, it can be people not being included in your future. It can be items, it can be things, whatever. But with this Knight of Swords, you have, Knights bring energy, so you have the mental, because swords are mental, you have the mental ability, acuity, the intellect, and the fortitude to handle making these decisions. And that's really, really exciting, because you know what, you can't plan for the future if you have your head up your butt. You know what I'm saying? You are going to be on point. You're going to know exactly, this can come, this can't come. I can't keep doing this if I want to get here. If I want to go here, I can't keep doing this over here, right? I mean, that's kind of what you need. Sometimes you have to be harsh, even with yourself, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. You're going to have all the energy that you need to do that. And the other card you have here is Judgment. So yeah, he is a fierce judge. You have Judgment. This is kind of like your come to Jesus moment. It's your time to decide. Listen, this is all the cards. They're all out on the table. This can come. This can't come. But it's now or never. This Judgment card a lot of times is a now or never. It's now or never. Where are you going to be? What do you really want? Well, if this is what you want, then you're going to have to make this hard decision. But you know what? It will be so, so worth it when you do. So a weekend of tough decisions for my Pisces, and but good decisions in planning. And that's really, really exciting. So I can't wait to hear what you have going on. I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching.